Alex Pereira's about to get knocked the fuck out. Jiri Procházka is about to send this man straight to the shadow realm. Worse than Easy did. I don't see why people keep acting like he's gonna win. He's not. The judges forget that he just got knocked out in April, and now he's already back. He fought Jan 2 months ago, and now he's back for his third fight of the year against the hardest puncher at 205. As though it would be amazing to see Alex Pereira win his second belt in the light heavyweight division, just as he did in the Glory kickboxing era. I just don't see it happening. Brody is 36 years old, with a cracked chin less than a year ago, and he's facing Jiri Procházka. He's 31, just came back from his best win ever, and now he's better than ever, trained harder than ever, and more focused than ever. Everybody picking Alex Pereira is picking him because Jiri Procházka eats a lot of shots, but they seem to forget that Pereira gets cracked in every fight. He got cracked against Izzy in the first fight, he got knocked out in the second fight, and got cracked by Jan Blachowicz in his most recent fight. Jiri Procházka, yes, tends to eat a lot of shots, but we have never seen him wobbled, rocked, or knocked out. The guy is practically undefeated. He's won the belt in 4 fights in the UFC, so what more do you need from him to convince you that he is gonna knock this man out? It comes down to grappling, chin, and creativity. All 3 things that Jiri got the edge on Alex Pereira. And before you call me an Alex Pereira hater, I am actually rooting for him to win. But I do think the Jamal Hill versus Jiri Procházka matchup is more interesting to me. But personally, for Alex Pereira to win another title would be amazing. But think about it like this. What pathway do you see for Alex Pereira to win against Jiri Procházka? The only way I see him winning is if the leg kicks that he's so good at actually have way more effect on Jiri than I think they will. Cause don't forget, Alex Pereira is struggling with southpaw against Bruno Silva, and all his other fighters that he had the most trouble with were southpaws. And we know Jiri Procházka switches stance out of the blue and just strikes while doing it. And with the power and creativity this guy has, he's not the type of guy you want to be mesmerized by, or like Sean Strickland coach Eric Nixon said, snake charmed. I could easily see Alex Pereira being hesitant and just trying to feeling out process on the feet, and boom, Jiri comes out with some amazing shit, King Ninja, Shinobi shit. And everyone's talking about Alex Pereira's power like it's just some amazing Francis Ngannou stuff. I think Jiri Procházka punches harder than Alex Pereira. I also think Alex Pereira, if he tries to be too technical with Jiri is just gonna blitz in and do his thing. And the thing is also that Alex Pereira does not really deal well with pressure. You know what I mean? Yes, he knocked out Strickland, but he was undersized and he had all the advantages in the world. Sean didn't even try to wrestle. But Alex being already chinny and not dealing well with pressure, I feel like it's a recipe for disaster against someone like Jiri, who's more powerful than him, more physical than him, has better jiu-jitsu and wrestling than him, and probably punches harder than him. So if all you're banking on is Alex being too technical for Jiri and finding that left hook that is kind of overrated, like Lucas Tracy would say, it is kind of overrated, and you're in for a rude awakening, because he's not knocking out Jiri with one shot. And you know what? If this video ages poorly, I'm all for it. I'm actually rooting for Alex Pereira, but I just don't see it happening. All the advantages in the book are for Jiri. I don't see why Alex Pereira is the favorite, maybe because of activity, and that could be a factor. Maybe people are thinking too much into the ring rust thing. But if you think about it, the same way I can use the ring rust excuse for Jiri, I could use the knockout loss 6 months ago to discredit Alex, or not discredit, but justify him losing this fight. I don't know if he's recovered yet, you know? He fought a Jan Blachowicz 2 or 3 months ago in Salt Lake City, who was gassed from round 2, and he ain't even tried to strike with him. He went straight for the takedown. So we do not know how his chin holds up at 205. Can he take a shot? Bro just got knocked the fuck out by Israel Adesanya less than 6 months ago. I keep saying it, but I feel like y'all forgot about it. Usually fighters need to wait at least 6 months before getting cleared by the doctors to fight. But I don't know why Alex, after 3 months, was good to go to fight Jan Blachowicz in Salt Lake. Maybe because of the weight class, that may be the reason. But still, he for sure did not recover fully yet. And when you look at that fight with Jan, the brief striking exchanges that there was in that fight. Jan was tagging him up, like 4-5 strikes combos and everything. Alex, he ate them because it didn't have that much power. Jan was gassed, but still, if Jan Blachowicz is able to touch him up like that because Alex doesn't deal well with pressure, just imagine what a Jiri Procházka, relentless creativity, everything. He's gonna come at you with a front kick, and then Alex gonna back up, and this guy's gonna jump in your face with a front, with a knee, and then, I don't trust in Alex's defensive abilities to deal with Jiri's pressure, if that makes sense. I know Alex eventually started winning the exchanges in that fight with Jan Blachowicz, but again, that was because Jan started to back up and fold under pressure. This is not gonna happen with Jiri. Jiri is not gonna back up. Like I said, the only way I see openings for Alex Pereira is off of his leg kicks, and I don't see it working very well against Jiri because Jiri is constantly moving. Jiri is gonna be so unorthodox that he's probably gonna check the kicks. He's probably gonna move away from the kicks. It's not gonna go as planned, that's for sure. Jiri is most likely gonna turn this fight into a brawl rather than a technical striking match. And in a brawl, I do not favor Pereira because of his chin, because of his power, because he's being outsized probably. So for all those reasons, I cannot see him winning because Jiri is not gonna allow Pereira to Pereira, if that makes sense. Pereira is that technical guy. He wants to keep you at range, strike, gauge. Like Adesanya was perfect for Pereira, Strickland was perfect for Pereira, and Jan was a hard stylistic matchup for Pereira, but luckily he gassed, and that fight was questionable because some people clearly saw Jan winning the last round. But hey, I'm not a judge and I'm rooting for Alex, so I wasn't complaining. But still, the more I think about it, the more I think this is the end for my guy. I don't think he's gonna come out unscathed in this. Like, some people just imagine that he's gonna go in there and pick Jiri apart and do his thing, his little kickboxing shenanigans, but oh my god, I just can't see it happening. Jiri is just gonna make it dirty and find the chin. I see a KO similar to what happened to Volkan Ozdemir. Like, I really see this image in my head, like slumped. But still, like, I know Alex Pereira is one of the best kickboxers alive and of all time even, so I'm not doubting him in a brawl. I do think, if anything, a brawl, even though I favor Jiri in it, I could see potentially Alex pulling out like a weaving counter and everything and finding the chin. But I just think that he's not going to be able to touch him up like that because Jiri is going to move in a way that Alex has never really seen. Jiri is going to be the biggest opponent that Alex has ever seen. So all of those reasons, and the strength, the grappling, if all goes wrong and really Alex starts to win the exchanges, Jiri can find a way to trip him and move so awkward, close the distance, and get him on the ground and do all of his stuff. He beat Glover Teixeira. He submitted Glover Teixeira. So it's hard for me to look at the Jan Blachowicz fight for Alex and be like, yeah, he's ready for Jiri's grappling, because Jiri has a way more aggressive grappling style, and it's way more of an opportunistic style rather than the position and control time. And Jan Blachowicz, I felt like, was always there to win the decision. Jiri is going to attack position and he's not going to miss. He's going to catch the submission, or he's going to slap you up like some meat, like ground and pound and everything. So if I had to make a prediction as to exactly how I think this fight will go, I'm saying that this fight starts on the feet. They both feel each other out. Jiri jumps in and out, kind of karate stance, like hands down and like head movements, everything. And I think that Jiri gets the first strike in the fight. Like, I think Jiri is going to be the first one to hit. Then Alex is probably going to find some counter, find this little jab and, move, do his little kickboxing stuff. And I see a clinch happening where Jiri dominates against the cage, a clinch, and then just batters him. Like, I see a TKO against the cage, or he's getting slumped, but still against the cage. I see very like Jiri's pressure being too much for Alex and it being his downfall. But I could also see it dragging. Alex kind of winning the exchanges on the feet, and then Jiri takes it on the floor, takes it on the ground, and finds a submission there after some ground and pound, and some nasty ground and pound at that. But with all that said, I'm very aware that Jiri's biggest weakness in this fight is his ability, or his tendency, let's say, to walk into shots with his hands down and his chin up. And that, for a guy like Alex Pereira, is literally served on a silver plate. Because Alex Pereira is the most technical, or even the best striker that Jiri has faced. I just don't believe in his physicality to be enough to impose his style on a guy like Jiri. But he is the best striker that Jiri has ever faced, and he could find the chin if Jiri is not careful and is carefree like he used to be in his previous fights. I'm still rooting for Alex, and I would be devastated if his legacy in combat sport was 2 devious knockout losses in the same year, and he would probably retire after that too. So I'd feel so bad, man. I put some money on Prochazka just to feel better if that happens. So in any way, I'm winning. You know, if Alex wins, I'm just happy for life, and if Jiri wins, I made a little bit of money. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys think the fight will play out and who you got. Leave a comment. I'm always ready to debate. I welcome the debate, and see you guys soon.